Hi, future doctors. Welcome to the next class. We were discussing projectile motion. In projectile, so what is the velocity after time of ascent time, and what happens to angle of projection? Angle of projection we are going to discuss, and about change in velocity, magnitude of change in velocity we are going to see today. So if you resolve this one into two components, so one is u cos theta, another one is u sin theta if initial velocity is going to be u. So after reaching maximum height means here. This is A, O, A, B. After reaching maximum height, what is going to happen for horizontal velocity and vertical velocity? If any object is projected vertically upwards with initial velocity u, what is its velocity at maximum height? It will be 0. Now, in vertical direction, which component is there? U sin theta. Therefore, uy is equal to u sin theta. This u sin theta will become 0 at maximum height. That is going to be vy is equal to 0. Next, if you want to prove this, is it really 0 means? So how much time it takes to reach maximum height? Time taken to reach maximum height. What we said? Time of ascent. What is time of ascent equation? U sin theta by g. What is the vertical velocity after time of ascent? We will see. Vy is equal to uy plus vy. What is uy? Here only there. What is uy means? U sin theta. Ay for vertically, ay is minus 2. T is going to be ta time of ascent. Therefore, what is time of ascent? U sin theta by g. So g will be cancelled. U sin theta minus u sin theta, 0. Therefore, at maximum height, final vertical velocity will become 0. Now, what happens to horizontal velocity? We will see. What is the horizontal velocity after time of ascent time? Now, which equation we have to use? In place of vy, what we have to write? Vx equal to ux plus axt. Now, Vx equal to, what is Ux? This is Ux. Ux is nothing but U cos theta. Now, what is Ax? 0 into time of ascent. Now, Vx equal to U cos theta. Therefore, U cos theta. Velocity after t time. Already we discussed maybe. Velocity after t time means somewhere object is here. So, what is its velocity if it is taking t time to reach this point? So at the time, same equation we will take. Vx equal to ux plus axt. Ax is always 0. Therefore, Vx is u cos theta. Always u cos theta will not be changed at any point. Horizontal velocity remains same till it is reaching ground, u cos theta. What happens to vertical velocity? Till here it is going to become 0. After t time, what is Vy we will see. So Vy is equal to uy plus a by t. What is uy? U sin theta minus gt. This is the vertical velocity after t time. This is the horizontal velocity at any time. Horizontal velocity remains same at any time, but vertical velocity is going to be changing with respect to time. Here Vy is 0 after reaching ground. So what is its vertical component? So this is already u. With how much velocity you have thrown, with the same velocity it will be reaching. Isn't it? Magnitude is going to be same. Even in vertically projected body also. If you project with u velocity, whenever it is returning back, it will be coming with minus. The direction is going to be reversed. Now this is already u cos theta we wrote. Now this one is going to be u sin theta. U sin theta direction is changing. Therefore, in vector notation, u bar is equal to initial velocity at point of projection is equal to u cos theta I cap plus u sin theta j cap, because u cos theta is along right side. Therefore, I cap. U sin theta along y-axis. Therefore, plus j cap. Now, after reaching ground, what is its velocity? After reaching ground, this is u bar is equal to u cos theta I cap. U cos theta direction not changed here, but u sin theta direction minus u sin theta j cap. This is after reaching ground. After reaching ground or point of projection. Now, what is its velocity at maximum height? Velocity at maximum height is going to be only u cos theta, which direction? I cap. What happens to Vy? It is going to become 0. Now, if you draw this diagram once, this is the ground to ground projectile. Okay. Now, at point of projection, if it is u, if it is theta, horizontal velocity, u cos theta. Vertical velocity, u sin theta. At any point, what is same we said? At any point, horizontal velocity remains same. So after reaching ground, so what is its velocity means same, u, it is making an angle theta. This is u cos theta. This is u sin theta. An object is projected with initial velocity 3i cap plus 4j cap. So after reaching ground, what is its final velocity they will ask? So 3i cap minus 4j cap because its value direction is going to be reversed. Now what is the change in velocity along x-axis? What is the change in velocity along x-axis? Along x-axis, what is the final velocity? Final velocity minus initial velocity along x-axis. What is the final velocity? At any point you can take. After reaching ground, we will take. After reaching ground, what is the horizontal initial velocity? Final velocity u cos theta minus u cos theta. Therefore, it is going to become 0. Either magnitude of change in velocity or change in velocity along x-axis is always 0. Now, what is the change in velocity along y-axis? After reaching ground, what is the final vertical velocity? Minus u sin theta. Minus, what is the initial vertical velocity? U sin theta. Therefore, minus 2u sin theta. This is change in velocity. Now, what is the magnitude of change in velocity? Magnitude of change in velocity is nothing but 2u sin theta. Here, change in velocity we discussed. Now, they may ask change in momentum. What is change in momentum along x-axis? 0, because change in velocity is 0. What is momentum formula? M into delta Vx. What is change in momentum along y-axis? They will ask. At the time, M into 2u sin theta. All these cases, whenever theta is making with horizontal, please remember that. If it is making with vertical, all these are going to be changed. This is change in velocity. Now, what is the change in velocity at maximum height along x-axis, y-axis? Delta Vx. At maximum height, what is the velocity? U cos theta. Final velocity. What is the initial velocity? U cos theta. Therefore, change in velocity along x-axis is always 0. Now see change in velocity along y-axis. Delta Vy is going to be, what is Vy at maximum height? 0. 0 minus, what is velocity, vertical velocity at a point of projection means u sin theta. So, change in velocity is going to be minus u sin theta. Magnitude of change in velocity is going to be u sin theta. This is after reaching maximum height or in time of ascent time. So, what is change in velocity after t time they will ask. Now, what is change in velocity after t time? After t time. So, after t time, what is its velocity we said? Vy is equal to u sin theta minus gt. Therefore, delta Vy, Vf minus Vi along y-axis, u sin theta minus gt minus, what is initial velocity? Initial velocity is u sin theta. Therefore, change in velocity is going to be minus gt along y-axis. Along x-axis always 0. If they ask the magnitude of change in velocity means, After t time, magnitude of change in velocity, gt. So please remember all this. You are going to get questions on this. Change in momentum, change in velocity. One of the year they asked this question in final exam. What is the velocity after reaching ground on the projectile? Next, on this, what is the average velocity they will ask? During the projectile, what is the average velocity? So what is the average velocity formula? Average velocity equal to total displacement by total time. Now what is the total displacement? Displacement definition is shortest possible distance, O, A, B. O to B. This is going to be shortest possible distance. That is going to be range. How much time it will take to reach the ground? That is only total time. What is our formula? 2u sin theta by g. Isn't it? So now what is range formula? So range formula we came to know u square 2 sin theta cos theta by g. So this one you can multiply with reverse. G by 2u sin theta. So 1u sin theta will be cancelled. 1g will be cancelled. 2 will be cancelled. Now what is the average velocity we got? Simply u cos theta. They will give initial velocity u, theta they will give. What is the average velocity they will ask? U cos theta. Average velocity in total time or time of flight. What is the average velocity in time of ascent time? They will ask. Time of ascent time means it will be at maximum height. Correct? So projectile is there at maximum height. If projectile is there at maximum height means in time of ascent time. So what is the shortest possible distance? This is going to be r by 2. Now what is the shortest possible distance means this is the shortest possible distance. Yes. So therefore average velocity equal to total displacement by total time. Total time now time of ascent. Now what is the displacement according to Pythagoras theorem? Root of h maximum square plus r by 2 whole square divided by TA. The root of h maximum square plus r square by 4 divided by u sin theta. So substitute and calculate, you are going to get the answer. Now in this another one they are going to ask. So what is the relation between angle of projection and angle of elevation? Angle of elevation means this black color line is making how much angle with horizontal. And the angle of projection means, so velocity is making how much angle, initial velocity is making how much angle with horizontal line. This is theta, angle of projection. Alpha is angle of elevation. What is the relation between these two they will ask. From the diagram, tan alpha equal to, from the diagram tan alpha equal to opposite side by adjacent side. So 2 times of h maximum by capital R. 2 times of, what is h maximum equation? H maximum is u square sin square theta by 2g. What is range equation? U square 2 sin theta cos theta by g. Now if you cancel u square, g, g. Isn't it? This 2, and 1 sin theta. If you cancel, you will be getting, remember, remaining, this 2 is there, see, 1 by 2 tan theta. Very, very important relation. Relation between angle of elevation. Tan alpha is equal to half tan theta. They will give angle of projection. What is the angle of elevation they will ask. So this relation not only here, so many times you are going to get. Tan alpha is equal to half tan theta. Okay. So now you can practice problems on this velocity, change in velocity along x-axis. So what is the change in velocities? Change in velocities after time of ascent time. Initial velocity is u. Final velocity after time of ascent time, what is the final velocity? U cos theta. Therefore, u cos theta minus u. This is not along x-axis, y-axis. So their velocities change. Magnitude change. Here magnitude is u cos theta. Here magnitude is u. Therefore, change in magnitude of their velocities. Like this also they may ask. So along x-axis, y-axis also they may ask. So along x-axis, y-axis. So like that also you can see and you can practice. So definitely you will get good marks. Thank you.